As you can see, we're up here at my remote cabin, and that can only mean one thing. That's right, it's still for sale. It hasn't sold yet, and I'm not sure why it hasn't sold yet. It's a great property and a great location. The only thing I can think of is maybe I'm asking a little bit too much. But I don't know. Everyone tells me I'm spot on the price, so I don't know what's going on. But anyways, let me show you around a little bit for all the new people. I have 10 acres here in remote Alaska. It's an area called Petersville, Alaska. It's about 2.5 hours pretty much straight north of Anchorage, Alaska. This property is totally off-grid, off the road system. So the road is about a mile that direction is the closest road. And it actually loops around, and it's about 0.8 of a mile that direction. So it kind of loops around a little bit. That right over there is Denali Mountain. It's the highest peak in North America. And a straight line, it's about 60 miles away or so. And then got amazing panoramic views of the mountains. You can see these mountains over there. Just absolutely amazing. Very beautiful here. A lot of properties in this area, most of the properties are 5-acre lots, and out of that 5 acres you might have a couple, 2 or 3 acres that is actually usable to build on. And that's part of the reason why I have 10 acres. I bought, this is actually 2 roughly 5-acre lots, and between the two you have a solid 5 acres you can build on. And I'm breaking through the snow here a little bit as I'm walking around. I have an outhouse right here. My power shed is right there. And then my cabin, it's 12 by 16 with a half loft. Let's walk over and I'll show you in the power shed real quick. So right here are all my batteries. And then you can see my power wall right there. I got a breaker panel, I got a combiner box, charge controller, and a pure sine wave controller. And then over on this side, I have a 4700, 3800 running Cabela's generator. I have a glass door that I've been meaning to put on here, but just never got around to it. And it has some storage up there with extra stovepipe and stuff like that. And I got 3 solar panels here. These ones face directly west. Whoa, almost fell. And then I got 3 solar panels right there that face directly south. And then, oh yeah, also I have 5 extra solar panels. There's 4 right there. And then I got 1 laying down there. It got blown over by the wind and snowed on, and I really don't feel like digging it out. Under the cabin I got a lot of spare wood and foam insulation and different things like that. And I do have this running on propane for the cook stove. I do love it so much up here. I am gonna miss once I sell this place, but it is time. And I'll let everyone know why and my future plans here after it sells. I had to come inside. It was getting a little chilly outside. It's not that cold, it's upper 20s, but that wind was blowing a little bit and it just makes it so much colder. Well, we're inside here. This is the living room area right here. I have a TV, DVD player, some DVDs over there. This white thing is a portable air conditioner. It can get really hot here in the summertime. And with no real trees blocking the sun, there's been summers where it's been in the low 90s and not a cloud in the sky. Excuse me. And when that happens, this cabin will just heat up. Even with all the windows open, it just heats up and you can't fall asleep till like 3, 4 in the morning. So I did buy this a few years back. It's in perfect shape. And then over here, I have 2 bunk beds. The top one I only use for storage to put my clothes and stuff on, and I sleep on the bottom one. And then over here, I have a wood stove for heat. So it only heats with wood stove. That's the only form of heat I have in this place. And then my kitchen over here, I don't have a sink. I do have these bins to wash with, like wash dishes and stuff like that. And then I have a Camp Chef cook stove right there. Cabinets. These cabinets are out of my Anchorage kitchen when I lived in Anchorage and remodeled. So I brought them out here. And then I got a Visani about 10 cubic foot refrigerator freezer. That's this whole area. And then up here is a loft. Let me take you up and show you around up there. So up here is just a half loft. I used to sleep up here all the time, but just have decided to sleep down there on that bed instead. This area is just slightly smaller than a queen size bed. Got 2 amazing windows right there that look southward. And then you got 1 little window right there that looks to the west. And that's really all there is up here. I do have this place listed on several different Facebook groups for this general area. I do not have it listed with a realtor at the moment. I didn't think I would need to go with a realtor to get it to sell. I think I'm going to hold off a little bit longer on getting a realtor involved. I think I might drop the price about 10 grand and see what happens there. Currently I'm asking $99,900 for it, so I think I might drop it to $89,900 and see what happens. See if anyone will buy it at that price. Last night it was just amazing. Northern lights out, and I'll drop a couple pictures in right now of the amazing northern lights. We get those fairly regularly up here in the wintertime. Plus, it's so easy to see them because there is 0 light pollution up here. Very, very little. You can see 2 or 3 other cabin lights, but they're like a mile away and stuff. So there's no light pollution up here. So easy to see them, and it is just amazing how often we get to see northern lights up here. I am so gonna miss this cabin and this location. I really love it up here, but as I mentioned before, it's time to sell. With that said, I think I'm going to wrap up this video. This was just a quick little update on where everything stands at the moment for this remote cabin. Right now, I don't have any buyers at all that are possible prospects or anything. There's been a few somewhat serious buyers, but for one reason or another, they weren't able to buy it. And have a lot of tire kickers, people just asking like, is it on the road system? Is there this, or how far of a off the road is it? Just different things like that, but nothing really serious about it. So it is what it is. Looks like I might have to decide to drop the price by 5 or 10 grand and see what happens. Well, everyone, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this update of where it stands for selling my remote cabin. And if you know anyone that's looking for a remote cabin in Alaska, make sure you show them this video and have them reach out to me. I also have memberships for $2.99 a month. It gets you early releases, and I do post some behind the scenes pictures and different things like that. Thanks everyone, and have a great week.